done yet.
Because I really want to take my finger off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, guys. Today is our very first audio. We're not going to be funny today, Tristan. Now get off my butt. Ow! It's starting to hurt. No, don't move. Don't move. Ow! Are you petting my butt?
Yeah.
What the? This is weird. Get off of my butt! Stop petting my butt. It's embarrassing.
You know we're uploading this on YouTube, Tristan?
Tristan, alright, we're going to start the audio. So we are reading the very first chapter of the book, Lions of Little Rock. It still sucks.
Shut up.
Alright. Sorry, guys. We are actually not filming it. We're covering it with pretty rainbows.
I'm covering it with my pants.
Alright.
So we're going to read.
You're covering it with pretty rainbow pants.
Yeah. Alright. The Lions of Little Rock by Christian Levine. Chapter 1, The High Dive. I talk a lot, just not out loud where anyone can hear. At least I used to be that way. I'm no chatterbox now, but if you stop me on the street and ask me directions to the zoo, I'll answer you. Probably if you're nice. I might even tell you a couple of different ways to get there. I guess I learned it's not enough to just think things. You have to say them too. Because all the words in the world won't do much good if they're just rattling around in your head. But I'm getting ahead of myself. To understand me and how I've changed, I need to go back to 1958. It was a beautiful day in September, and I was standing on top of a diving board. The blue sky was reflected in the water below, and the white board felt scratchy under my feet, and the smell of hot dogs wafted up from the snack stand. It was a perfect summer day, the kind you see in the movies, and I was positive I was going to throw up. You see, it wasn't just any high dive. Oh no, it was a super huge 5-meter high platform diving board, the tallest at Fair Park swimming pool, probably the highest in all of Little Rock. It might have been the highest in all of Arkansas, which wouldn't have been a problem if I hadn't been afraid of heights, but I was. Sally McDaniels has told me she was going to jump off and if I wanted to come too. Everyone over the age of 10 had already jumped off the board a dozen times that summer, except for me. I was practically 13. It was easier to nod than to say no, so there I was. Sally was waiting behind me on the ladder, blonde and blue-eyed. She wore a pink suit, the exact color of her toenails. Sally wasn't really pretty, but no one ever noticed because she acted like she was. Are you all right? She asked. No, of course I wasn't all right. I mean, I wasn't sick or anything, but I was standing perfectly still, frozen as a popsicle, counting prime numbers in my head. A prime number is a number that can only be divided by itself and 1. There are 25 of them under 100. Reciting them sure does help me when I'm nervous. Go ahead and jump, said Sally. I didn't move. A plane flew across the clouds. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. I wished I were a stork and could fly away, or a flamingo, or a penguin, except I didn't think they flew. Marley, Sally said, there's a bunch of people behind us. I hated holding them up, so I took a step towards the edge of the platform. 13, 17, 19, 43, but then I got dizzy and fell to my knees. "Come on," cried the boy on the ladder behind Sally. "Hurry up and jump." I shook my head and clutched the board. 29, 31, 37, 41. It didn't work. I wasn't ever letting go. Sally laughed. She said she was really going to do it this time. I squeezed my eyes tighter and kept counting. 30, 43, 47. "Isn't that Judy Nibsit's little sister?" someone said. It must have been only a minute or two, but I got all the way to 97 before I felt Judy's hand on my shoulder. "Marley," she said quietly, "come on down. I already bought a Coke and a payday. We can share them on the way home." I nodded but didn't move. "Open your eyes," Judy commanded. I did, but not that I always do what my sister says, but, well, I guess I usually do. In any case, but when I saw my sister's clear brown eyes looking at me, I felt much better. She was 16 and going into the 11th grade. I could talk to my sister. She was smart and calm and responsible. "Do you want me to hold your hand on the way down the ladder?" Judy asked. I nodded again. It was embarrassing, but I didn't think I could do it on my own. Once I felt her palm on mine, it only took a minute for us to take our way down the ladder. "What a baby," said the boy who had been behind me as he brushed past us to climb up again. Sally laughed, and I knew they were right. I was a baby. "Come on," said Judy. She picked up her book in her bag from the lounge chair where she had been reading. "See you at school tomorrow," said her friend Margaret. "See you," Judy replied, waving goodbye. Judy hadn't even gotten her hair wet. She recently cut it into a short bob and wore it pulled back with a ribbon. My hair was the same brown color as my sister's, but it was long and wavy, and sometimes I still wore it in braids. Sally said I looked like Heidi, but I didn't care. I liked Heidi. She said that she had that nice grandpa and her friend with all those goats. Goats are okay, but what I really love are wild animals, like the ones you find at the zoo. The Little Rock Zoo is right across the street from the swimming pool, in the gate and down the hill. I knew the lions were pacing in their cages. At night, Judy and I listened to them roar, but during the day, they were quiet like me. Judy and I sat on the wall by the zoo entrance as we shared a candy bar and a Coke. "Sorry," I said. "I ruined our last day at the pool before school started again." Judy sighed. Why are you even friends with Sally McDaniels?" I shrugged. "Sally and I have been friends ever since we were 5, and she pushed me off the slide at the park." "She likes to boss you around," Judy said. That was true, but she was so familiar. I like familiar. "You need to find a friend you have something in common with," said Judy. "Someone who likes to do the same things you do. That's what." I stopped listening. I knew all her advice by heart. I needed to find someone who was honest and friendly and nice. I knew all the ways I was supposed to meet this imaginary friend, too. Just say hello, ask someone a question, give a compliment. Maybe it would work if I could ever figure out the right words. I know it sounds odd, but I much prefer to use words. In math, you always get the same answer, no matter how you do the problem. But with words, blue can be 1,000 different shades. 2 is always 2. I like that. Judy finally finished lecturing, and I said, "It's easier to put up with Sally. Sometimes she's really nice." "Yeah," Judy said, "sometimes." So that is the end of chapter 1, and so I'm going to let you go now. So bye.